We're with Angelina College Roadrunner head coach Nick Wade. First thing we got to talk about is Saturday's big win here at home against Trinity Valley. Actually, your first win against Trinity Valley, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it was the first time we've beat them since I've been head coach in the last couple of years, for sure.
The thing that stood out to me, they came into the game averaging nearly 90 points per game. Your guys held them to 73. And you look at the stat sheet, you see that your defense forced 9 turnovers, and that doesn't tell the story. You had guys with hands on the ball all the time, disrupting passing lanes. What did you see with that, and what does that do for you as far as a head coach saying, even if we're not scoring, we can keep the other team from scoring?
Yeah, the ironic thing is, if you ask my players about film yesterday, I really was harping on defense. We're still not executing the way that we can to be a good team. It's definitely uplifting to know and exciting to know that we can win when we don't play well, but there's a lot of things to clean up. And for the first time in the last 10 days or so, we've had a really tough schedule. We haven't really got to focus on us, so there's things we can clean up there. Again, our guys play hard and they play together, and those sometimes can get you over the hump as well.
What about tomorrow night's game? You know anything about Victoria, or you got anything that might be a little different as far as what you've seen from that squad, or are you just expecting to keep doing what you guys are doing?
Yeah, again, it's so early in our conference. Now we're starting South Zone play. I think that we still continue to have to make sure we're the best version of ourselves. Their coach does a good job. They definitely run some good packages, so we need to be aware of them. But I'm way more concerned about just how we execute, how hard we play, and us really in growing our basketball IQ over these last 6-7 weeks of the season.
When you're out a couple of scorers like you were on Saturday, how big of a lift is it for your team to play defense the way they did against Trinity Valley?
Oh, I mean, it's fine. Like we always say at Angelina, we don't build around one guy or two guys. All these kids were recruited here. All these student athletes were recruited here to help that load. So, we are very fortunate to be a team of depth this year. So it's always been a weak committee here. So whether we have certain guys in the lineup or not, I always come in with a mindset that we're going to execute, play hard, and still always give ourselves an opportunity to win.
And an example of that, you brought Braxton Foreman off the bench. In the second half, you guys had a 4-point lead. I watched you. I was over on the scorer's table, and I watched you when you put him in. You motioned, shoot, and he goes out and he hits back-to-back 3-pointers to help you extend that lead. I mean, is that kind of, does he expect that from you when you bring him off the bench? Does he know exactly what he's out there for?
Yeah, he doesn't get enough credit. That guy has really sustained our bench scoring and comes in and does a good job. Some of Braxton Foreman's help to this team doesn't get shown in box scores, but he's a 6'5" guard that can shoot the cover off the ball. We play him at the point guard position sometimes because he has a great handle, and he's really turned into a great rebounder. So that sophomore leadership off the bench and in his role, he's absolutely maximized it, and we're going to be a really, really special team because of players like him.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.